You spend a lot of time on buses, trains, subways, going to and from work, and you want to look good. How to do it? Okay, guys, so you take your favorite fragrance, you pour it all over your body, you walk right onto that train, and you're going to get thrown off. No, that's not how you do it. That's just bad etiquette. In today's video, though, I've got 10 solid tips on how to commute to work with style. So why does this even matter? Okay, so quick story. My friend Baron over at The Effortless Jen, he met his wife Katie on public transportation in San Francisco going to and from work. And he was dressed well. He was able to make a strong first impression and, believe it or not, was able to stay in touch. Now they're married. So these things happen. Who knows? You may run into an old client. You may start talking with someone. You may see someone that you've been wanting to talk to for years. You may run into a famous actor. Who knows? But you always want to be prepared to make a strong first impression. Tip number 1, gentlemen, level up the bag that you carry. So yeah, you've got that beat up old ballistic nylon bag. That's a cool bag, and hey, it's made from ballistic nylon. But this bag right here sends the signal you are a stylish man. It's simple, it's understated. You want to look maybe for a briefcase, look for a messenger bag like this, maybe an attaché case. Find something that's going to work for you. Maybe you've got a lot more you've got to carry. I know some of you guys are students, you're like saying, Antonio, I've got to take a backpack. Well, then find a great looking backpack. There's many options out there, but at the end of the day, you want your bag to send the signal you're a sharp dressed man. Tip number 2, have separate office shoes and separate commute shoes. Your office shoes, you spend good money on, you keep them shined, you keep them in the office, and you don't destroy them. Why? Because you're not commuting back and forth, you're not putting miles on these things, you're not getting them scuffed up in the subway, you keep them in the office nice. Now, your commute shoes, these, hey, much more comfortable, they're less expensive, they're more durable in terms of being able to get wet and get thrown around. This is a pair of shoes, whenever they get scuffed up, they get damaged, you're not going to be crying. In fact, you're going to get another pair because you have fun with them, wearing them with a suit. And yes, it's not in the office, so you can have a little bit of fun. Now, you may be saying that's too much. Okay, then go with a boot. Go with something that's maybe got a rubber sole, something that's got traction. What you're looking to have here is a commute shoe that saves your office shoe and is more comfortable going to and from work. Tip number 3, for looking more stylish on the commute, gentlemen, get a classic piece of men's outerwear. I've got a few examples right here. Right here you see a classic trench coat. This one's going to be in navy, so not so much of a classic color, but I like this because if I'm going to be commuting, I want something dark, something that can take a stain, that can get dirty, but the style in of itself is going to send a signal this man has a bit of style. It's going to stand out from the pack. Or you can take a standard leather jacket and make it not so standard with small details. This jacket right here, it's a moto style, but the contrast stitching on it right up here in the shoulder area, it looks great. Actually, I love the way it makes me basically build up my shoulders, make me look more muscular, but overall, this is a great jacket. If you were to wear this, you would look great on your commute. Now, right over here, we've got a classic overcoat. This is something, yes, it's not going to help you stand out too much from the crowd unless it gets really cold. And then this one is fully functional all the way to the top. But the key about this jacket is the way it fits me. So this one was custom made, and it actually has a bit of a taper in the waist. Not a whole lot, but enough that you look at this, you're like, wow, that is a great looking jacket. Initially, it looks like something you would just grab in any menswear store, but I can tell you the fit and a few small details I've added to it make a huge difference. Tip number 4, bring in some color with your accessories. Have fun with them. So there's a lot of different options you can go with your neckties. I've talked about neckties quite a bit, but this floral one right here, you wear this and maybe you're wearing it with that leather jacket. Wouldn't that be an interesting combination? Now, what I think a lot of you guys are probably zeroing in on is the silk scarf over here. This right here, beautiful. Imagine wearing this with this leather jacket right over here. I could wear it with the overcoat right over there. I could wear it with the trench. Now, if it's cooler, of course, you can just go with a cashmere or a wool scarf. This color isn't too loud. You can go with something a bit brighter, something that grabs a bit more attention. Tip number 5, have fun with the color and pattern of your shirts. So shirts are something that you're going to wear year round. During the winter, you're probably going to have multiple layers over them, so they'll only be able to see this top area, but that's still key because this isn't around your face, and even a bit of color here can grab attention. So let's talk about this shirt right here. You could wear this in the summer. From a distance, it's going to look like a small repeating pattern. I get up close, all of a sudden I see this beautiful floral design. Over here, this shirt right here, another great summer shirt, something that you could bring in, a classic small repeating pattern, but the color, pink in of itself, is going to help you stand out from the crowd. Now this shirt right here, it's using a lavender with a twill weave. We see actually a little bit of a stripe in there. It's a great looking shirt, one that's going to separate you from the crowd. Now this shirt right here, you could still wear this in the summer, but maybe you want to wear a jacket over this with an overcoat. Still, we're going to be able to see this in here around the collar and in here around the chest to upper chest, and it's going to draw attention and compliments. Tip 6, have a handsome leather notepad and a beautiful pen. So you're there sitting on the subway and you're just minding your own business, sitting, thinking, writing with your pen, and somebody notices, wow, that looks great. Tell me the story behind that pad, maybe behind that really nice pen. Small details like that, people in the know pick up on. Tip 7, the perfect sunglasses for you. So for most men, aviators, wayfarers, club masters, starting with those and trying each of them is going to be a great start. But let's say you've already got a pair of aviators and you love the look. Well, why not try something a little bit new? Go for a bolder color. Maybe go for something in a brighter metallic silver. Maybe for wayfarers, you want to have fun, not just going with the black, but maybe going with something that's a little bit different of a color. Maybe a tortoiseshell. Have fun with it and see what you can pull off. Tip number 8, own a pair of great fitted gloves. So winter gloves, you're going to look for something with lining, something that's going to fit your hands properly, is going to keep them warm, but you can separate yourself from the crowd by having unlined gloves that you can wear almost into the summertime and into the fall. And these are ones that, yeah, kind of protect your hands from all the germs there on the subway. Tip number 9, a functional hat. This hat right here looks stylish, but it is incredibly functional when I fold it out, and I've got these ear covers. Basically, it's going to keep me warm during the winter. Pretty nice little hat here. Now, this hat right here, I can wear this during the summer, wear it during the fall. It can protect me from rain, protect me from the sun. Guys, wearing a functional hat is an easy way to separate yourself from the crowd. Tip number 10 to commuting with style, gentlemen, is to master your fragrance. Control the way that you smell. And I'm not talking about taking a fragrance and spraying all over yourself and announcing to the world that you are approaching the subway or the bus. That's not what you want to do. You want to wear a fragrance to be discovered, especially when you're in a crowded environment. But what I'm also talking about is everything that you wear, whether it be a hair product, whether it be deodorant, all of this actually has a fragrance to it. Even if it's unscented, it still has a bit of a scent. Even being clean and the soap you use has a fragrance. Now, when it comes to colognes, toilettes, fragrances, understand my personal opinion, I like to be discovered. I don't want to announce myself. So I will spray 1 to 2 sprays, depending on the concentration, how I know it's going to last, how the notes are going to play out, usually at the beginning of the day, right as I'm getting out of the shower. But I spray it directly onto my skin, then I put the clothing on top. So this is something, if you get up really close to me, like my wife does, before I leave, she can smell it. My daughters, they hug me, they can smell it. But unless you're getting up that close, you're not going to be able to smell anything, because understand, some people can get migraines, other people are really sensitive to this. At the end of the day, gentlemen, it's about mastery of the fragrance. All right, gents, now it's your turn. I want to hear from you down in the comments. What did I miss? What would you have added to this video to make it better? Take care. I'll see you in the comments.